Okay.
Oh, all right. Welcome everyone that's tuning in.
Oh, there's Chris. Oh, I see him down
Uh,
there. Hi, guys.
There he
Hi,
is.
everybody in the chat.
Took me a while to remember how to get this all done.
You know what, Chris? I do it all the time, and it took me a while to get here too. I was like, I had a lot of stuff to get ready. I was like, man, I gotta grab this, and I kept forgetting things. And
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna set up another device to see if they're talking about us, talking smack about us.
Well, if you're on are you on StreamYard on your phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's hard to see the chat. Let's see.
Well,
Chris, of course, was here.
I have this one on the side, so I can see what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh,
We got here.
As long as you only have one thing turned on.
Yeah, the audio so it doesn't feedback. Let's
Otherwise,
see.
you
What we
get
got here.
the Bobby Keys feedback.
Oh, I gotta refresh this. I see
Yes.
it's really running behind. My YouTube's running so behind. I don't want to. Okay, here we go. That's a little better. Snake, hello. Thank you. Hello, AJ. All right, who else is in the chat? Nox is here. Oh, Nox, you got a membership from Snake. Okay, so G Keyman was first, actually. Holy cow, John Doe, Cody C, Cycling Man here. Good day, everybody. Hi, Cody. Terry B is here. Hi, Terry. I think I said John Doe. I'm not sure. But hi,
AJ,
John Doe. Hey, AJ, Snake, Nox Locks. Woo! Well, lots of people on already.
Mr. Inferno, hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Let's see, who's Adventure?
To go into, I'll have to go into the chat from, what do you call it here? Mr. Inferno on mine. Unless I don't have it right. Let me fix my.
Well, I'm looking at it through StreamYard.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the chat's gonna be a bit wonky because we're running it on I think all of our channels. Isn't it on Chris's too?
No, it's just mine and yours. I didn't.
Okay.
We don't have access to his.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
But anyways, our chat. I'm gonna look on this chat.
There's Mr. Brett Sucks. Need you to come on and start talking. You're good at this.
So what have you got to say, Brett? I heard a rumor about you. You have to tell me in person that it's not true with your own voice, or I'm just gonna have to believe it forever. And I can't even tell you what it was, but you just have to trust me. You definitely should come forward and speak, sir. Oh, thank you, John Doe. Thank you.
All right, Miss LadyLocks, what would you like to work on today?
Well, I am a hot mess as always, and I've got to file down a side of my tensioner because it is not like catching right in the pick. So I'm trying to get it out of here, and it's really not wanting to come out. So I must have tightened it down very badly.
Well, once you just loosen on a couple turns, if you got a little pair of pliers, grab the tip and just turn it.
I can do that with my monster hands. There you go. They're kind of strong as pliers nowadays because of all the picking I do.
We lost Chris for a second.
No. All right, I'm going to get out some type of file. And let's see if I can flatten a couple of spots on here.
What LadyLocks is talking about, her tensioner is, is round, and they're smooth round. And with our 3D printed tips, it's hard to get a lot of tension like you would on like an RWB or something, where it's metal and you're not worried about breaking it. So what's happening is she's not able to get it tight enough where this is not slipping. So she's just going to file one side just to give it one flat spot, and then she's going to make sure it lines up with one of the screws, and then that'll prevent it from turning. So, right.
And I'm just going to do it where, like, kind of right on the same side as this you know, one of the flat side of this tensioner, so
Yeah,
that way
that'll
I
be
can
good.
keep
You
track of
can,
it.
yep, you can have a reference point.
Keeping hands, LadyLocks. That's true, GK man. People try to open like pop bottles after I've closed them and put them back in the fridge, and no one can do it. And they always ask me to open containers and things because my hands are just like monsters now. Right. Yeah, and I know you flattened one end of the actual pick tip like down towards the bottom, and I have the worst time finding it. But like now that I know what I'm looking for, I can sometimes see it, and then sometimes I'm like, no, you're not seeing that. You just think you're seeing it, like you know, because it's just so hard to see. Oh, but dark today. Yes, why am I dark like that? What the heck? Oh, you know what? Let me turn on my other lamp and shine it, aim it at my desk. Maybe that'll help. My new desk, I've got a different lighting set up, and the one light is further away than it used to be. And yeah,
Did I miss Tinny?
Maybe put it on this side.
Hi,
Hi, Tinny.
Wow, I see Brett saying hey to him, but
oh, I didn't see him.
I'm not seeing him on the chat.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna be filing away here for a little bit. Till I can get this flattened down some.
I'm wondering, let's see.
Just gonna do it like up and down the thing too, because if I've got to pull it out a little bit, you know, to make it longer to get into a lock that you have to be longer. I want to still be able to tighten it kind of the same. So
yeah, so if you can do that whole side,
get a bigger one. I have giant ones. Let's see what a giant one does.
Yeah, if you got a regular file, not a mini file, that'll be a little faster.
Oh, I got a big one right here. Good God. This set comes with a bunch, but they're not like the best, you know, there is. So it's kind of, yeah. And of course, when you use them, I guess they get pretty worn out, huh?
You can wear them out. I think one of the things that wears them out is pulling them back across metal versus going one direction,
One
lifted.
way. Okay. Yeah. Oh my. Let's see. Should I?
Let's see. Maybe make some.
Maybe close
it. Yeah, maybe some dust. Chris, are we back? Oh, I see you. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can see me.
Hi, Chris.
It's just I was using this other phone and it has super wide, and it was like you guys were huge and I was tiny. I didn't want that. There,
I'm actually gonna mute my mic while I do this because I don't want it to be super loud for you guys. So I'm gonna mute it just for a second, but I'm still here listening and everything.
Okay, so one of the things we're going to talk about today while she's filing is we're going to try to get started on doing if I could talk, doing some rear tensioning. Yeah, it's one of them days. So these two are rear tensioning picks by Talon picks, and as you can kind of tell from, well, I have a front tensioner one set up. Yep, kind of. So this is the front tensioning version. You've got the tri-handle up towards the lock, and when you're picking with the rear tensioning version, the tri-handle is away from the lock because you're going to put your tension here, which is on the back of the lock. Make sure I'm in frame. And then we're going to pick with this part, which this one's kind of set up with two thin tips, so you can do random tensioning, meaning I can pick for a little, I can tension from the back, pick from this, and then if I find a zero, I can also kind of counter rotate or whatever I need to in the back. Where this one is set up more just to tension because it's so fat, just to tension on a rear tensioning lock and pick. But if we need to counter rotate on a 0, you can still do it with that last disc. So we'll try that. Oh, lost Chris again. He's having some issues.
All right, got it filed. Looks pretty flat right there, so I'm going to attempt to set it up again. Because I really... Oh, that's right. You wanted to show me how to set up the rear one, so I might as well give it a try, huh? I really want to try this one first, because this is new.
Fine.
You just made this. I really want to try it and see if it, like, feels any different. I think it's going to feel really cool. Very excited. So let me try this for a minute. Then I will try...
Other end first.
Oh, do this end first. Oops.
That's
right.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now I have one of these sides I want to make sure is lined right up with this.
Let's see who else has popped in.
It doesn't.
Okay,
and I don't want to break it, so let's try this one instead. There it goes.
Let's see. Hey, Cody C or Cycle. I think what is it?
Oh, thank you, John Doe. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. A bunch of people hopped in. Holy cow. Viper, hello. Kevlar 509.
Cycle
here.
Man.
Cody C. Cycleman. Downfall.
Yes.
Dana Reed.
Yeah.
Hi, Inc. Hello. Thank
All
you,
right.
John Doe.
Let's try it again.
Oh, and he already had to leave. All right. Now I'm going to try to line this up with a
We had
flat
him for a
side of
second.
this, which is right here. Come back to us, Chris. And I feel like he's gonna get
All right.
pretty irritated pretty quickly, because he's probably not feeling too good, and having to deal with that is super annoying. If he's anything like me, he'll be throwing some stuff soon. So getting annoyed and throwing things.
Thank you. Sorry, Cody. I knew it was Cycle something. I couldn't remember. Cycle Man. There we go. So I hope you're doing well on your Detainers, Cycle Man, and getting those going.
Yeah, it took me quite a while to get the hang of it. So I actually thought it was fun, because it just was very hard to get the hang of. So don't give up.
Yeah, we got Pi. Let's see, Pi Incorporated is here too.
Dang it, I can't get that out of here now. Come on, you jerk. You're trying to hold everything together while you pull this out of there. It always falls apart on me. I'm so bad
Chris,
at
we
this.
can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Chris.
Right.
I can't get the whole border around StreamYard off of here. I got your picture, and I got your picture, and I got my picture, but around the whole thing says StreamYard guest. And if I touch anything, I lose everything, and I have to come back out and go back in. And anyway, but I guess this is good. I mean, I can see you guys. I can chat on the other device, and I'm just going to keep it right there.
Can you put it on YouTube on your other one, and kind of watch it big on the big screen of YouTube on your other device, and then just periodically check the chat when you want to see if you want to check the chat. You might be
one of them won't go on YouTube. This is stupid. They're both iPhones, but one of them won't go on YouTube, and one of them has to go on Google. But you get them mixed up, and you go around 5 times. But yeah, I think I can do that.
That's my luck too, Chris. Trust me, I have the same. I am so bad when it comes to computer stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I have chat here on the other device, and yes. Okay. So, and the last time I fell off, you were talking about I'm probably crabby because of my neck, and yeah, I am a little bit. But
Oh
I
no,
did.
I said you're gonna get crabby real quick if you have to keep dealing with that damn thing going off, because that'd be me. I'd be pretty pissed off pretty soon.
Well, I took a shower and soaked off the old Band-Aid, and then cleaned it all off and tried to take a picture of it. Try to take a picture of something on the back of your head through the mirror, and it's like, where's that? Where's that? But I did look at it. It's gross as hell, but it's healthy. So
Good.
it's just sore. So anyway.
It is crazy when they do a surgery, what they will just
Yeah,
like,
this is
they're like, don't touch it or whatever they'll say, and like
right.
you're like thinking, how is it going to be okay if I don't clean it for 4 weeks? But they're like, don't touch it, and sure enough, your body just does its job. It's crazy.
It does. It does. And this guy must have pulled, and this is probably because it's a bigger wound. I hope I'm not grossing people out. I probably am. But anyway, this guy must have pulled like with 20 pounds of strength on those things, because it's all puckered. If you were to take like a side cut off of that, you'd make a great wave rake. Because it's just anyway, it's all good. So enough of that.
Well, that is good news.
And back to you go.
I give up. I'm gonna put the orange one back on here, I guess. I just cannot get it to.
Sorry.
I can't get it to work. It won't stop spinning, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
No, it's nothing.
Driving me bonkers. Now, maybe I'll try the other one. I don't know.
See, that's the deal. If you have so many options, and like me, I have so many different options that I get confused on who's tensioning from where, and anyway. But eventually, I get things set up, and they work great. So, LockChuck, you're doing it. Well, you're not doing it the hard way, but sticking on with you're doing front tension. Is that correct?
No, this is rear.
Oh, rear tension. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to attempt that. I don't know. Holy cow. I'm watching this and like
right,
thinking, oh my lord. That's probably gonna be bad for me. I'm gonna stink at that so bad. Oh my gosh. I really wish this would dang stay in here. I don't understand it. I flattened a whole spot and everything. Goodness.
Cody C is asking, LockChuck, can I tension a Zarker J45 with a Sparrow's pick?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yep. A J45 is a rear tension in those, so
you may have to counter rotate the last.
Yeah, you'll have to counter rotate, and right now LadyLocks has my Zarker, otherwise I would kind of show you on that one. But once
oh my god. No.
So
let's see.
What we're talking about on counter rotation, Cody, or excuse me, Cycle Man, is the last disc on the J45 will be a cut. Usually it's not part of the flat part here, so if you kind of look here, this isn't the J45. Oh, Chris is showing, so if Chris will show the key, let me put you on the picture.
The gap between the key when it's where am I? Oh, here we are.
There you go.
Okay. You see there's a slight gap there when the key's totally turned. That means the last cut is not a zero cut. So to ultimately set that, you have to set everything else and then go to the front of the lock, which is a zero cut, and I'm calling this the front of the lock, and counter rotate.
That's pretty
good. And we have, all of us, I have like probably 6 different Zarker videos up there, and a couple of them are tutorials, so that would show that. And if I had a pick set up for this, I'm not sure I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to switch real quick for Cody, and I had this one set up. So, all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna warm up with Slinky Rock.
Let's see. I think I tightened it down. I just had to really push on it to. All right, now I gotta make sure it's gonna actually tension.
All right, here we go. Slinky Rock.
Feels like, dang it.
Let's see. So Cody, when I'm picking the Zarker, the first thing I usually do is I'll take a turning tool, and I know you were trying to figure out a good turning tool, but cotter key works pretty good. This is a 1/4 inch, and I just cut it back. Makes a pretty good turning tool. And what you want to do is when you set up your pick tip, you only want to engage the first disc. So this one has spacers. Let's see how much of a spacer we'll need. Too much. Okay, so this one may work. So on the sparrows, what you would do instead is you will you'll have to adjust. I think, Chris, you correct me if I'm wrong, but on sparrows you take the little handles off to be able to adjust the tip.
Yes, you do. Are you loosen? Let me grab one.
Oh goodness gracious!
If you want to adjust this tip, you just loosen these guys, and then you can pull this tip. Pull this tip in and out to where you need to. And also, people 3D print little spacers, which are somewhere here. I don't know where, but somewhere, to allow you to pick up the last disc on tension.
And one way to test it to see is once you think you have it right and you have everything turned clockwise, you can turn counterclockwise and then pull your pick out and look, see if you've only turned one disc. Right now I've turned 2, so I'm too deep.
Right.
I think I only turned 2 there. Let me double check here.
Or you can do the reverse of it, is you can turn everything back counterclockwise and then see what you actually turn clockwise. Or just T grab.
I am having the worst time telling how many discs I turned because they're all turned a different way and I just can't even tell.
When I work on that, sometimes I can't remember which disc where I am. I just sort of go by feedback. And eventually I'll find a 0 disc and I'll locate the 0 disc on the key and go, okay, that's a 0 disc. I must be here. And then I keep going. And then the feedback starts to get better once you get into either true gates or false gates.
Let me see. I just wish I could tell where to tension it because I am not sure what the hell's going on. I'm gonna have to start over and try again.
And that's not always a bad thing.
I didn't even get to pick it yet. I'm still trying to figure out how many discs the tensioner's going into. I can't see it. It's like, it's so hard for me to tell, like if it's 1, 2, or 3. And that might be a spacer in the second spot, huh?
It could be. What are you picking?
This Abyss. What is this one?
Abyss Plus.
Yes. It's a cutaway, so I thought it'd be cool to try it with this pick that I've wanted to try to use. I thought, I'll try this, and I just want to turn it so that I can see if I'm where I'm tensioning it from,
right,
to see if it's like because I have to get it to where at least it'll tension because that first disc is spinning, and I'm just trying to get it just so, but I keep spinning all the discs trying to pull the dang tensioner back, or trying to pull the pick back out of the lock. And so I don't know if I spun it on accident or if it's one that spun when I was trying to check it. And
with the Avis
Oh,
Plus, they will
everything's just
turn.
fun.
They will turn it. You need a little bit of this way pressure to keep them from turning, and they will still tend to turn on you, unfortunately. And that's kind of what makes them a little bit more challenging and difficult.
Yeah, I am having a hard time just trying to get its
Okay.
attention. So I'm gonna have to try to measure it with this thing instead.
All right, Viper. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, okay. We'll see you. We'll see you, Viper. Thank you. All right. That is. Don't know how many discs. Doesn't help when you're blind, too. You know what I mean?
Well,
It doesn't help when you already
sometimes-
can't see.
Yeah, hard to see down there. I have the biggest problem seeing down in there to see if it's a zero cut last disc or not. You know, you end up kind of picking blind, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's crazy. It seems like it's tensioning at this far end, but I don't know if that's going to be correct or not. And it looks like it's right by that second line there. So if I put that here, it looks like I just need that little mini disc to put on top of this and
See you,
lock it.
AJ.
I don't know why I'm having so much
Okay.
trouble with this. I guess it's because it's live.
Must be.
I mean,
Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna say that's it. We're just gonna say it.
Just
If I
say
sit here and
that's
pick
it.
all day for nothing, that's okay. Still learn something, I'm sure. Oh goodness. All right. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So Dig was showing that. I don't know if he showed that camera on screen or off screen at picking time. Yes, that last episode, couple episodes ago. But he got this camera for looking into our locks,
oh, very cool, very cool.
and it's actually one that you use for. It's for an inner ear, like to look into your ears. And I have another camera that I got that is for looking into small items, like what it's used for, and it doesn't work anywhere near as good as this thing. And this was like $30. That's it.
That is so funny. I was
Wow.
standing in line at the pharmacy the other day and waiting, and I'm looking over to my right, and there's one of those things. It's one of those cameras, and I thought, I wonder if that would work very good.
Oh, it is amazing.
And it was probably the same one. It was like $30.
How big is the
Yeah.
tip?
It zooms in too.
It's like, you know, when the doctor checks your ear, that little
Mhm.
that little thing. But
That's exactly what it's for too.
yeah, but it's
Is that as big as the camera, or will it go down into the lock?
The camera is. Let's see. I could probably put it down there. It's not very, very. It's like kind of bigger, but it doesn't go as far. Like it doesn't go in really far. So you have to kind of aim it at the beginning there and just use the zoom to see closer
Okay.
into it. But the zoom, I mean, it works really great. To see down in there, so you can look at how good you can see all that.
I know.
Now,
that's
the other
very
one-
clear.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
the best
clear.
I've ever seen of one of those things.
I think I got some bad news.
Uh-oh.
That was a butterfly disc in the back that you just showed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
See that? See that one at the very back? See it kind of little curve up there? See that? That looks like it may not be, but that kind of looks like a butterfly disc in the very back.
It does, yeah, and sometimes they're in the back and sometimes they're in the
Yeah,
back
like-
and a mid.
Yeah, I
And
see like
will-
a curve right there, huh?
Yeah.
that will give
Wonder
you
if
fit.
let me see if I can move some stuff around and see in there better, because I want to know what the heck that is.
If you can move like all the discs 90 degrees away from that one, you can really tell if it's a butterfly. Like leave that one
Let's go all the way to the
clockwise or-
back. All right, let's
Right.
see here.
then pull out to just where all the other discs turn. You can.
I wonder if that's the last one I'm looking at when I look down in the lock, right? Like this, maybe. Let's see.
And sometimes if they're butterflies, they'll be actually, for some reason, they're like a darker color than the rest of the disc.
They're black.
Yeah.
The ones that I have in mind.
Same here.
Now, did I go up too far, I think? I gotta go down one more, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, baby.
Let's try it again. And go down one more. Let's see what happens if we look down there again.
Let's see. Who
I
has...
straightened them back up.
I don't... Chris, do you still have my disc detainer challenge lock?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So Steve was able to pick it, and I think he sent it to Chris afterwards.
He sent it to me. There we go.
There.
He sent it to me, and
okay,
I still have it. But I haven't used the little phone a friend thing on here.
Yeah, Steve did use that. He did. I will.
I have messed with it and I do know how these work, and I have an idea what you might have done, but that's about as far as I've got with it. So
there was a lot of silver soldering involved with that thing. So.
Well, I don't know if it's evil, but it's not nice. We'll have to see how I.
Yeah, so that's a standard. Then is that the?
Okay.
Maybe it's just the way it looks.
I'm thinking it's kind of. I think there's just something like in the way down there, or there's something, because it kind of.
Yeah, I think that is a standard, unless there's one more that little corner. But
trying to peek it down.
That second disc right there. Can you turn just the spinner that's on the outside 90 degrees?
Let me try. Might not be able to. I'm having trouble getting that. Wait, I think I can see them all moving, so let's see if I can get them to turn. Okay, I think I might have got it that time, unless I got them all turned. I think I turned them all.
Well, that's fine. Just turn the spinner. See that second one right there, kind of that shape, the second disc in? See how it kind of turns? So if you'll just turn that spinner 90 degrees. That very
the second
first
disc in, right? Okay.
Well, just turn the first disc.
Oh, okay.
And it may turn 100 and, it may keep turning and turning. But just put it perpendicular to the other disc and look in there.
Oops.
You have to send me the link for that thing. That thing is cool.
Yeah, I definitely will. It's pretty cool.
That's a butterfly disc.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And you also see it's black. Let me see if I can find my cutaway. The Avis one.
Hey Terry B. Yeah, that's what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to find. You may have to send me the link, and I'll throw it, or either you can throw the link in the chat or something.
Okay, let's let me see here. Let me find it. Amazon. Yeah, it was really cheap compared to the other one I bought. It was probably like $20 more. It was like probably, what was it, 50, 60 some dollars, and it doesn't even work nearly as good. It does go down. It still can't fit inside the lock, but it seemed like it would get a little bit because it was a small camera, but honestly it's probably just the same, maybe very close, but not as good as this one. Here we go.
Hey Terry. LadyLocks was kind enough to send me one of your stickers.
Copy. And then I'm going to post it on Discord. record for you,
Lost
LockChuck,
Chris
just
again.
in case. Uh-oh. All right. I'm sending it on the Discord because I don't. I did it on my phone, so I don't know if I can't really get to post it on the on the chat because it's not through. It's on my phone, so excuse me. And I'm on the StreamYard on my laptop, so it's kind of like can't get to it. But if you can get to it, maybe you could post it on the chat. I just having troubles. Yeah, Terry Diggs showed me that camera the other day. I thought it was like maybe at the end of picking time or something. He showed it to me and he was saying how nice it was, and I couldn't believe it because, you know, I mean, I had one and I was like, it sucks. You know what I mean? It just wasn't working very good. And he was showing me like all these side pins, like you could see down the entire lock to every single side pin and everything. It was freaking insane. And he was comparing because he had bought two, and that one had like, I think it's a 5-inch screen or something like that. There's actually a 7-inch screen one, and I think it's only a couple dollars more. So if you wanted like a bigger one, you could get a bigger one. But yeah, it does. It turned out looking really amazing in there, and it records. It has like a something SD card in there, so you can actually record like parts of the lock, put it on a separate video, and then pull it into your videos. Like if you wanted to make a video about, looking down into the lock, you can actually record parts of it and pop it onto your computer or whatever and add it to your videos, which is actually pretty cool as well. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, you said you saw a 7-inch version. I have to look afterward.
Yeah. But yeah, if you just look up what it's like, inner ear camera or something it's called. I can't remember the technical name.
Well, the octoscope.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But I posted that link in the chat, so if anybody wants to check that one out.
Yeah, and if you check out the link and then like you check out the product, if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, usually it'll say like similar items, and you might find the one that's a little bit bigger too. It's the same brand and everything, and they actually had different ones too, like different brand names and stuff. But I actually saw Dig using this one, and I was like afraid to try a different one because I'm like, my luck, I'll get a different one and it'll be terrible. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go with what we know works good. So
all right, let's see. All right, there's Chris back.
If I get a phone call, it knocks this whole thing out.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it was. Anyway, where I fell off, I was going to show you my cutaway. And if we look at this one, can you see that?
Let me put you on the big screen.
See that black disc? Focus.
Oh, yeah.
See that black disc there?
Oh, yeah.
It's in the middle, and there might be one here. No. But I think there's one, the first one is also one of those butterfly discs.
Yeah. Mine is the very back disc and the very front disc.
Yeah, and you can move these around and your key won't work, but
yeah, that might be what's going on there.
Depending. I can't remember. Are those butterfly discs zeros?
Mine too are, but you can overset them.
Oh, okay.
So they're cut so you can overset. So that's why on mine they're on the first and the last. So if you try to do front tension or back tension, you're actually oversetting the disc.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. I think just to be able to try my pick, I'm gonna try something that's going to actually not mess with me. So I think I'll try it on this one because we rolled out butterfly discs on this one, I thought.
You can go back to LadyLocks big screen.
I thought we looked at it.
How about that?
Perfect.
You know what? I will. Whoa. Okay. I can try one of these other ones that you sent me, LockChuck. I think this one does tension in the very back.
Looks
Maybe. Whoop. I'm putting the key by my light instead of my camera, showing people. I'm like, look, see? Sorry.
The girder, yeah, girder is rear tensioning. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that thing's got false gates. So this will be the first
Ooh.
lock you pick. If you do that, that will have false gates. They're not bad, but
Okay.
Is that
That's
the SS, Gerda?
HSS.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, they do have false gates.
Now, should I switch to that other pick tip if I try this one? Or can I use this smaller pick tip that I've got? Or will that be too small?
No,
So I know you sent me a big one.
no, that's. Well, let me ask Brett. Brett, have you had much success? Have you picked the Gerda with front tension? I didn't pick that one front tension. I know I did it with rear.
I can try. I will just try the good old, what do you call it here? The FMJ. Because I just really want to try this tension. I just want to try the tool now that you made it for me in the, what do you call it?
Yeah, that one's definitely front tension. Like the first 4 are front on that.
Yeah, that'll be good. So that'll work.
Oh, were you able to get it into one of the resin ones?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. It feels pretty tight right now, like just by my hand. So I think it's going to work. I'm hoping. So we shall see. We're gonna give it a try, and I forget what I'm doing with it, but let's see. That's for this ABIS. That's for this one. This one has a bunch of things in it. Okay.
2 hours later.
Oh my.
Alright. I think that's all the way in the back. Okay.
Okay, I guess Brett says he's only used it with rear tension as well.
I don't see Brett. He must be on your feed. Yours, LockChuck, not LadyLocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's kind of hiding from LadyLocks, basically.
He's over there talking. He's talking to LockChuck with his real voice, and he don't want me to hear it.
I don't believe he speaks to anyone. Although I have a feeling maybe Tinny has heard him speak.
No.
Tinny was like goofing around one day, talking kind of something about that. And I don't know if he was kidding or not, but
interesting.
Mr. Beer Can Bushcraft.
Wait, I think I put
beer can
this the wrong way. Okay, so wait. I turn all these backwards? Or do I turn them clockwise or counterclockwise? Okay, that's what I'm doing wrong. I always get that confused. Alright. Did I get them all?
That's this guy you got?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Well, Brett's saying, don't tell him, Tinny, and he's laughing. So, yeah, Brett may be talking on mine, but we can see him through StreamYard. So,
okay. I'm not going to discourage you, LadyLocks, but I've never got this open. I've got my big one, the big shrouded one, open. I love it.
I was able to get this one open, but it might be just a kind of an easier version of it or something, because I actually got all the locks that LockChuck sent me open, and then I think Isaac sent me this one a while back, like to try as my first one, I guess, but I had tried a bunch that LockChuck sent me first, so I never did this one. And then after I did all those other ones, I was then able to pick this one, but it was a jerk, to be sure. And I just went through and kept messing with it until it opened, basically.
Yeah. I don't try and count the discs in these when they have all these little tiny cuts, because I get lost, and I just try, like I say, I try and find, oh wait, those are 0 cuts, and those you could feel, and then I kind of get my bearings and get a little bit more feedback as you progress into getting into the proper gates.
Right. Yeah, see, all these just feel
like
very
nothing,
weird.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels weird on this one, yeah, for sure. I think it has some kind of, it feels like some of them you can feel. So I think there's like some kind of almost like a binding order, that if you pick these ones first, then you can feel the other ones later. Like if you do it and you can't feel it, just skip it, and then pick some other ones if you can feel them.
Yeah.
That's how my big one is.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, exactly like that.
Well, if you've got one that's out of a gate that's beside another one, it's preventing that sidebar from going down into it. So that's why a lot of times until you get the one beside it in the gate, it doesn't, you won't have any feeling. So that's why a lot of people will start from one end of the lock and just pick till they get stuff, because you're getting that sidebar to drop in the gates from that end back towards the other end, and you're otherwise you can get that sidebar to actually teeter totter. It'll sit there and flip back and forth on top of unset gates.
That don't sound nice.
Brett, still kind of playing with it right now. I feel like it gives a little bit better feedback than 3D printed, but I'm not. It's nowhere near the feedback of like a RWP or anything. But I've got some different resin I've just loaded up today that I want to try. That may give it a little different feeling. But still working on them.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to try. I think I'm gonna have to invest in a decent this detainer pick, because I wonder how things would feel with metal. A metal pick,
I think
it would be a
you
little
can get
better.
one of these when he has them back. This is a really good one.
Yeah.
And
he's sold out?
Well, he was right before Christmas, and he was hoping to get some more in. And
wow,
I don't know where we were in the middle of January. You got to keep checking back on his Facebook, and keep not in his face, but I mean, remind him that you would love to get one of his picks, and then eventually you get one. So
yeah, I think that's
he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's always been very, very nice when I've asked. I think I've asked him things before or talked with him about something, because I have him in my Facebook chat messages. So I know he and I talked about something at some point. But he's always been very nice if I've tried to reach out and ask him anything or talk to him and stuff like that, So
yeah, he's very cool.
Let's see here. What are all my chatters up to? What are you guys all doing today? I mean, I know lots of people had work, so. Oh, mainly Locks says, "Hey, long time no talk. I took a break from Locks, but haven't forgotten about us."
Nice.
So that's good. Yeah, I knew today was a work day. We were trying to figure out what time to do it, and we were thinking of you, Terry, and Brett, and Downfall's playing hooky. Shh, don't tell. Oh, thank you, Kevlar 509. Have a good one.
Way to go, Downfall.
Wonder if I type in here if those other guys will see what I type. Yes, doesn't matter.
On
okay.
StreamYard.
Let's see. Yeah, because I thought somebody said something like they typed in there one time and it came up 3 times. So okay, so we got playing hooky and driving home from work. Hi LPD, what are you up to today? Yeah, we were trying to make it at a time that all you guys could join too, because a lot of you guys are always in the chats, so we were trying to make a good time of the day. It's hard to do that with everybody everywhere. It's crazy. I always forget that. I always feel like everybody's on my time.
Well, Locksport never sleeps, so it gets confusing.
Yeah, there's always somebody around and awake, and
doing stuff.
Yeah, so if you ever have a question and you post it, somebody's there to answer like all the time. It's crazy. So I just kind of forget that. I'll be up late at night doing things, and there's still 40 people on the, on the Discord chatting away and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Later, Kevlar.
All right, gonna try this again. I've gotten it open, but doesn't mean I will get it open. Just means I did before. All right. My problem is keeping it straight onto the lock. That's my worst problem.
Yeah, and that's harder with, depending on what type of lock you're picking, but that's the biggest learning curve.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Even Brett says that, so it's true. I mean,
right. Yeah, it's definitely hard to see. I got ones that don't want to move. What the heck? What does that mean?
Reduce your tension just slightly and see if you can get it to kick. But sometimes when you do that, you fall off the disc, and then you kind of come back and back. And
I think there we go. Something's happening. I just worry this. I don't have the pick like tight enough, and then I always think maybe I didn't, maybe don't got it set up right.
Yeah.
It's a project picking these. It's not just like, grabbing your pick and going. Yeah, this one absolutely will not move. Wonder what the heck that's about.
All right, which way can you tell which way it's turned?
I don't even let off tension, and it just doesn't. It seems like it's turned clockwise, and I can't move it counterclockwise. But that, like, I'm stuck, and I even taking off tension. It's like still not moving. It's not even tension. It's just stuck. Very weird. Maybe I have it. I didn't turn it
finally.
Yet. Oh well, we'll see.
Way to go! Ooh.
That should not have taken that long.
Oh, that was it. That was correct. Whatever I just did, that was right for once.
Because those FJMs or whatever. Who is it? Isaac found out there's a little. He thought it had gates in it, but what it was is it zero turn discs. If you turn them all the way counterclockwise, they actually try to come out of the sleeve and it locks up.
Yeah, the Unity has some zero cut discs or zero rotate discs.
Right. I mean, but this is actually, it actually pops out of tries to come out of the back of the carrier.
Oh,
and it locks up
Yes.
completely. You have to completely let off tension and reset everything to get it out.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I didn't like how that felt, and I think I might have done something. So I'm gonna do that again, and this time I'm just gonna look at the key and try to figure out where I'm at and what to do. We'll see if that helps me. All right.
When my pick is in the middle, and as I turning 2. What type of lock is at
in the world.
Cycle Man. What?
If I turn it like this, I can. Oh, if I tension it, turn it like this, tension it. Oh no, it should be tensioned here.
A Zarka. J45. So if you're in the middle of the lock, I'm trying to think about it. So if you're in the middle of the lock, you got everything turned clockwise. If you turn counterclockwise, are you sure you're not unlocked? Pull on the shackle.
Good point.
Right, that's my first disc, and that is right. Yeah, right here. And that is what?
I'll be right back. Shut up, Brett.
Yeah,
See, you can follow my voice. I'm going into the living room. I'm then going into the hall. Then I'm going into the bathroom. The kitchen.
they still gonna swear it's the kitchen. So try the kryptonite.
What the
Oh.
freaking sweet hell is going on with this? I cannot even find a damn disc. Is my pick tip moving in the thing or what?
Knox wants to know if you've tried that kryptonite he sent you.
Oh no, I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried that one yet either. So I think this is the first disc,
No
and
clue. I'll try again. Okay. So that's kind of odd, Cycleman, that you're in the center and it turns.
I think it's turning the entire thing.
If you're turning counterclockwise, it's turning the handle too.
What in the hell?
The only, and you're sure you're in the middle. You're not up against the first disc, because sometimes I have noticed if I don't have the tensioner tip in very far, and I can actually get the picking tip in on that same disc, I can actually make the handles turn counterclockwise a little bit. But I know that's because I got it pulled all the way out, and I'm on that first disc.
Yeah, my.
But usually, if it's turning your handle counterclockwise, the only reason it would do that is the core has actually turned to the right some on a J45. Because I'll kind of maybe get this one and I'll show you that.
Yeah, my pick tip's twisting too now. I cannot win.
Oh, well, the resins just are not going to work. I got to work on this more. And I think some of the screws.
I think it's the resin, huh? Or something.
Well,
I thought it was just me being an a-hole.
No, I don't think it's the resin. I think some of it's the screw. Is your Allen wrench slipping when you're trying to tighten it?
I don't know if it might be. That might be what's going on, actually.
And I'm thinking maybe I've got either a bad batch of screws or something, and it's not allowing you to. Because once
that
I
might
wiggle the pick, we'll move back. Let me try again. Okay.
Because it does feel like it's. I thought it was just like kind of not moving and just spinning on the metal, but that might be what it is. That the thing's slipping. That could be
the
it.
Screws. Yeah, I think I may have. I mean, they're so small because it's like a 0.5 millimeter Allen key.
Right. Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah, which is the same screws that are in the other ones, but.
Well, I don't know, because then when I loosen it, it loosens. I mean, I can feel it slip a couple times, like the same feeling, and then it'll start loosening. So I'm not sure. I'm super confused. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put this right back in the orange one and see if it, keeps messing with me or not. And we will see what happens. And now let me double check that this isn't spinning still. Yeah, that's still spinning. I'm gonna take that out too. Yeah, we'll just put it right all back into the. I still have the other resin one I could try, but I don't know. I think I'll. Yeah, how do you get all these screws in here, LockChuck? How in the world do you do all of this?
So if
I
you
think
look
this is
at the
wild.
end of it, there's actually 3 nuts, or it depends on which one it is. I drop nuts down in there, and then the screws go through them. Well, they go through the handles of this one.
Yeah. I wondered how you did all that because it's like just crazy to me. I'm like, this is so weird how you get all these in here. There's such little tiny parts.
Hey, let's see who's that?
Hiya.
Lock picking donkey. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
So let's see, Cycle Man.
Let's try the Gorilla
So
Grip
this is
and pull this out of here.
this is going to be interesting to try to do without dumping discs.
Get this one here. Sorry. Bouncing around, everybody. Okay, so down through the handle first. Get in there. Okay. And let's tighten that up. I guess this. And actually, I'm gonna put it like that.
Pull everything out of this.
Yeah, it's just I can definitely feel a difference when I tighten this one for sure. So it's something with either the screws or maybe it's I don't know. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't if there's like if it's screwing into like some type of nut to hold it, it's not like you would strip that nut with the the Allen key, maybe, would you?
Well, the nut can spin down in there, but I thought I made these smaller so they wouldn't spin.
Yeah, because I can definitely feel when it's tight, like 100%. The other one, it just keeps kind of spinning. Yeah, this one just stops. Like you can tell, like it's tight. I mean, you can kind of go a little bit to hand tighten it, and I don't do that too much because it never slips or anything. So I just kind of leave it, and then. But yeah, on the other one, it's just you can keep spinning it if you want. Like you could just keep spinning, So I'm like, that doesn't seem right. But then I still have gotten it to tighten down, but sometimes it won't for me. And then I'm like, what the heck did I do now? But who knows? Who knows?
Well, Brett says something about you're never heavy-handed on something.
Really?
All right.
Well, I mean, gee, Kimmy, I think what you're talking about, the screw hole wearing out, the holes are not threaded. It goes into that nut, but if where the nut is, if it's wallered out a little bit, the nut could be spinning. So yes.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like that would be going. Come on now, get out of here. My gosh, it's got a hold of my wrench. Okay, there it is. I think I put it too far. Dang it.
I'm gonna switch, see if I can. All right. So, Cycle Man, if you're still there, this is the inside of the core. So when you start picking, the core is usually all the way counterclockwise. It can't turn anymore because of the sidebar or the ball bearings, really. There's a limiter. But if you're in there and you're picking something counterclockwise, it will hit that side. But if the core is already counterclockwise, it should not move your tensioner on a Zarker. So I'm not sure what's up, but that's the only thing I can think of is you've started slipping into the actual gate, or your sidebar is almost set, and maybe as you're turning, your core is turned just like a regular lock. You'll get a false. The more you set your sidebar, you actually start getting a little bit more false set, and that could be it. So you may be really close, and it may be that you're just needing to counter rotate. So find the 0, which is all the way in the back. Apply tension to that back one, and apply tension here, and then counter rotate slightly. And if you feel it give, turn both together. Okay, try that and let us know how that goes when you try it again. So let me set this to the side so I don't have a disc disaster.
I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to get used to the dots on that either. I need to give it a couple tries because now I'm so used to these lines on here. I'm like, I'm so stuck on the lines. Yeah.
If you get used to the dots, you'll love them.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it seems like that would be so much better though having the dots because it's like off, like you said, like one's this way, one's in between, like so it's good for all that.
Just remember, one side is 0.2 millimeters spacing and one is 1.6. But for most of the ones you have, do the 2 millimeters, the wider spaced ones if you ever switch to it.
Very cool.
Oh, going to bed, beer can. Have a good night.
Oh, good night, Tenny.
Dream about Brett's voice.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stuck. All right. Yeah, goodness. Okay.
That's funny, Brett. Oh, Lord.
Okay, maybe that's that. That's that. That one stays. Oh. This next one. Oh, that was it. No. That one stays. Oh. And these next ones are very strange. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it went. Okay. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm super lost in this one. I keep getting lost on which discs I'm on. Goodness. Okay, it seems like it's set. That one might be set. That one I think is supposed to stay put. That one feels like it's set. That one stays. Okay, this one feels set. Okay. Man. Yeah, guys, this stuff's very, very hard to keep track of. I don't know how you pick all those crazy locks, LockChuck. You're a lock-picking wizard with this stuff. Alright, I felt something happen. I just don't know what it was. And I think I don't. Okay, what's this now? Uh-oh. Oh, Cody said he was gonna run. He'll be back in about 30. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, Cody. Yeah, it's... Okay. Oh, goodness. This vise works great even for these giant freaking detainer locks. It's crazy. The mini chuck. The baby chuck. Alright. I guess I have to start over, guys. Yeah, see, that feels right. Okay. It must not be flush onto the lock again. What in the world is happening to me? There we go. Okay. I will start over. Which one you working on, LockChuck? Uh-oh, can you not hear me? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Helps to unmute. Sitting here talking and... Okay.
I hope you weren't giving a lesson or something like that would suck.
No.
Chris said he thinks I was close, but I don't know. I think I could have been, but it's these front ones that I'm getting kind of mixed up on because I really don't know what a one of those ones that aren't supposed to move. I don't know what that feels like. I just go by what the key says and hope I counted right. But I turn it and I think, well, maybe it does go back, and then I turn it back. And I think, well, maybe it doesn't. And I turn it.
Well, it'll still turn, I think. Even though it got little blockers on it, it just limits how far it will turn clockwise.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like it's it kind of makes it feel like you can feel it turning the whole time. It never gets like easy. Like when you're making one turn that sets, it kind of clicks or gets easier. But is that true? Like you can turn it, but it just always feels the same, and then I just end up turning it back.
If that's the case, turn it completely clockwise.
Okay, that's what I've been trying to do with them because a couple of them I was trying to test it to be like, you know, this is the one that doesn't move, and then I'll check it just to be sure because then I doubt myself, and then I'm like, I better double check.
Yeah, because a lot of times when it doesn't feel like there's any relief. It's a lot of time a zero cut.
Yeah, see, this one feels like it's doing something, but I don't know what. Okay. Yeah, see, a couple of these are... I think I must be close because a couple of these feel set. Totally set. Like they're just like very easily moving pretty far. Although maybe not. Maybe I have to keep trying to move them. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, that one doesn't want to move at all. Oh, okay, it went all the way back. Oh, maybe that was the end one. Okay. Any day now I'll get to a disc. Okay, here's one. Oh, that one moved. Okay. Yeah, that one gotta go back. Okay. Alright, I think it's down to these ones here, from here down. Next one. Next one. Huh. Okay. Very weird. No, that can't be right. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Hmm. Oh, I never did find out which one you was working on, LockChuck. Did you say already? I can't remember.
Which one I am?
Yeah.
Same one you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I figured I would join your misery. Trying to see if I could feel any difference with them.
Okay, that one felt like it was.
Okay, make it click. Oh, there we go.
Dang you.
Wahoo!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start this one over. Alright, gotta start over. One more time.
Are you
But I
starting?
do think it was sort of close.
Are you starting fully counter or fully clockwise?
Fully clockwise. Is that right?
Check
What I
and
said?
see if are you able to get a complete 90-degree turn when you do it?
When I turn them all clockwise?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. No, it's like close, but not a full 90 degrees, I don't think.
So what's happening
Or
when you do,
yeah.
it's not a full 90?
I don't think. I think it's like close, but not, because
Let me
it
see.
starts out straight
There
up
you
and
go.
down, and then when I
Yep.
turn them, they turn like. Can you see?
Oh, yeah, okay, you're good. They're turning
Okay.
completely.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was like, I don't know. So I was like, maybe, but maybe not. I don't think so. Sorry. All right. So that means it's okay to turn them clockwise, or should I turn them counterclockwise?
No, you're good with them clockwise. Yeah, I don't know of anybody else. If Chris wants to send it to you, Brett, that's up to you. I don't know of anybody else that had said they were interested in a challenge DD lock.
Everybody's like, aren't DDs challenging enough? What are you doing to us? That's a really cool idea, though, honestly, because I don't know. Was there any others ever made, or was yours the first made?
I think
Challenge
I
block.
think Chris said he made one.
Oh, okay. Why? Okay. That's pretty cool that you guys did that, though. Alright, I'm just falling right off of stuff like a dum-dum for some reason. There, okay. No, what the hell is happening? Okay, start over.
So you're starting.
What the freak? Is this that one that has the very back one doesn't move at all? Is that a thing on
Yeah,
these?
it can be. Let me go all the way back and see if I can.
Because I know I had one like that, and I think no, because it moved when I spun it. It moved when I spun it, so something's not normal. Let me see. What in the world is happening? Okay. There. Okay, I cannot turn it clockwise, so that means it's all the way turned clockwise. Now, when I try to go counterclockwise. Okay, there it is. And letting off tension, it won't spin. So what the fudge? Okay, just moving past it.
Lighten up on your tension a little bit and see if it'll move.
Yeah, I took it like almost the whole way off, and it still didn't want to freaking go.
It could be a fixed disc, but what's kind of odd is.
Yeah, I don't know. What am I doing? All right. There's clockwise. It goes pretty far till I hit the other side. And now letting off the tension. Letting off the tension. Yeah, I'm spinning the tensioner the whole way around and it's still stuck. Look at that. What in the freak? Okay.
Alright, let's see.
That's weird. I didn't notice it before. What the heck? Did I miss it? What in the heck?
Did it get stuck all the way to the left?
Oh, there it went. I think that was it. Or is there still one back there? Did I go past it? Oh my. It's the very first disc I hit from the back. And there you go. I must have did something wrong. That was weird. What was that? Because now I'm getting it to move.
Oh, I guess Brett was asking, did you make a challenge disc detainer lock?
Yes.
Do you know where whatever happened to it?
Oh, that one. Yeah, I do. It's in my drawer.
Oh.
I only filed in 2 false gates, and it doesn't pick much differently than the regular Unity. It's kind of fun though.
Oh, I think Brett was asking about it.
Well, what I need to do is get merry-go-round done. Then what's this one? Get merry-go-round done, and then I can send him that one, or I can send him the regular challenge lock that I made of the Unity.
Oh, thank you, Raku.
Ooh, I'm getting lost here.
So what's your
I can't talk and pick at the same time.
Oh, that's fine. I was just trying to check on LadyLocks, see what she was.
Really, just completely clueless on this one.
Let's see your. Well, if you.
That's 6.
So you turned everything clockwise, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna start over again. I might even just pick a different lock. This one's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna try one more time.
Can you show me the key after you get it all turned? Okay. Oh, that's a decorated key there.
That was marked, sorry. Oh yeah, he marked it on both sides there. Why is that? Oh, I grabbed the one that he did mark, but okay, I guess it's 2. Oh, okay. 2.
So the
3,
very
4,
tip
5.
is not a disc. So.
Okay.
So, can you bring it down unless you're looking at it?
Oh shoot!
Okay.
Sorry.
So you'll have the first 2 will be. The first one will be a pretty good turn. Probably about a quarter turn. Next one will be about, well, yeah, that'll be about 90-degree turn. That one will be, I can't tell from there. Not quite.
Yeah.
And then
I
no
think-
turn, then a little turn, no turn, and then 2 more turns.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be that many I'm gonna do. It's just gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. I think.
Yeah, and then the last 4 are already fully turned clockwise. So, so if you can just find that first disc and see if you go all the way to the back, find the first disc and feel for a click. Okay.
All right.
I'm
Try
gonna
again. Because I know I got this one open. I got it open a couple times. I was going to put it on video, and then I was like, oh, I'll get another time. I want to get a little bit quicker at it. And then I didn't. So I should have got it. At least I could have seen what I was doing a little bit. But, alright, trying again. Man, I lined it up so, what? This... That's kind of close, I guess.
I gotta map that.
A small amount of tension there. And there we go. Alright, first disc. Not the first disc.
So remember, go turn clockwise and make sure you're on the disc too.
Here's the first one.
There you go.
Fell off of it. Okay. I just keep missing it. Alright, right here. Yeah. And here we go again. Look at that. It's completely stuck. What? Maybe I don't. I got my pick twisted or something? What the hell?
The disc won't turn at all. Did it get stuck when it went fully counterclockwise?
I'm gonna see. No, it's what I mean. It moved. They all moved, so it should move. I don't, because I remember on the one that doesn't move, I have one that has one that doesn't move, and on that one it won't even move when you put the, the thing in to turn the discs to start out. It won't even move then, and I have to pull it out a little bit and then twist the discs because that one in there won't move. But this one did move, so I must have my pick twist, like, up or down or something wrong. I don't know.
Well, what I'm wondering is if it gets stuck when you go all the way counterclockwise, that's the problem with these AMs. They do that.
Yeah, I haven't turned it yet. That's the thing. I just,
you haven't?
I'm just like literally that's my first turn is that one, and I just was finding it and I got onto it and tried to turn it and it just, I'm fully clockwise. So whenever I put, let's see, let me try again. Yeah, start out here, get some tension. And Brett says that the discs can wear out pretty quick if you pick them a couple times. But, alright, here's the first disc. Now, there's counterclockwise. And yeah, it's freaking stuck. Totally taking off tension. It just isn't moving. Okay, maybe it's needs pushed clockwise instead. I don't know. I turned them all clockwise, but why it wouldn't? There. No, it won't go clockwise. And it won't go counterclockwise. That's freaking wild. I don't get it. Let me look in here. Is it moving?
Yeah, use your camera and see if you've got one that's turned 90 degrees. Your new little ear camera.
Yeah, let me look at that real quick. 'Cause it's definitely like stuck when I do that, but it seems like it's moving when I, use the thing. But oops, let's see. What could I be touching down there? Yeah, look, is that one turned the other way, isn't it?
That one's 90 degrees at the very bottom.
And let me see if I can get it with my turning tool, and if it's still gonna be stuck. Let me turn it the whole way back.
Which it could be a fixed disc, but
alright, let's look back in there again.
okay, it's fully 90. That was fully clockwise, right?
Yeah, what the heck?
Now
This
turn
here's
them
fully
all
clockwise.
counterclockwise and see.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
not.
they're all turning. What the heck?
But it was turned 90 degrees a while ago when it was stuck, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
So that's that issue I was telling you about with these. If you turn them a zero disc all the way counterclockwise, it'll stick.
Yeah, Seb, I must not have caught it when I turned them, I guess, because I was just getting on that one like that. I hadn't even tried to turn it yet. It's so
really?
weird. I was just trying to find it. Yeah, I hadn't even gotten to turn it because I was trying to figure out. I was like, I went and found it clockwise, and when I found it clockwise, then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to turn it counterclockwise now because that's what I thought I should do. And it just wouldn't go. I was like, what
and
the
that'll
hell?
help some if I can get these resin picks where they're working halfway decent. The way the marks are, if you get it set up correctly, you can tell like where your tips, 90 degrees or whatever versus.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, because these are the whole way around, so you wouldn't really know.
Right. Mm-hmm. Or either just mark your tip so you know which way it is, or mark the back handle.
Yeah, I have this one marked. I think one of these marks is for this lock because I marked a bunch like at the beginning, so I would know, and at the end on some of them.
Yeah,
but I remember this one was like not bad because the last few were like all,
Yeah, they're all zeros.
Yeah. Wrong. That's the wrong way. Yes, it was. Let me make sure I get them all. Oh yeah, it felt like it stuck right then too. Huh. I got it this time. I think. Yeah, because I've had, like I said, I have one that doesn't turn, and it doesn't turn even with when you're turning it like at the beginning. It won't even turn then. I have to back up a little bit. That's why I was like, this is weird. I shouldn't be doing that.
And if you look at the key, that cut is 90 degrees. It's not even at an angle. It's just cut straight through the key.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. And that second one's like super small turn.
Is that the other keys?
That looks like 3 spots there.
Well,
actually. Or no. No, that's 2. That's 2.
Yeah.
So wild.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's a 90, and then the next one's like a little less than 90, but probably 45 actually. Half of it. Okay. What in the world? Okay. I'm eating Cheetos while I'm using my Cheetos pick. Let's see if it's the same color. Hold on. Pretty close.
Yeah. The extra powder is the same color. But
Right. Here's that jerky one right here. Now I'm just turning this to, because I'm on the, like, right before it. I just want to find it. I'm actually going to turn it clockwise till I get it there. And there's clockwise. Now I felt it move. I think what it is I'm not feeling it turn. I'm not feeling it turn at all. I think that's what the problem is. And then I'm just turning it the whole way or something. Let's see. Yeah, because then it gets there and it doesn't want to go. So that's where it goes, I guess. I'm just going to skip on past it. I've turned it to full way. It has to be right.
Was that the first disc, or was it the...
Yeah, that was that very... Well, I guess it would be... I don't know. Yeah, the first one I run into from the back. So, like... So that was that. And I turned it the entire way. But I didn't feel it spin. That's why I think I was having trouble, because I can't feel it move at all. It's not even grainy. I didn't feel it move one bit. So now I'm trying to find the next one and I cannot find it. Okay. There's the first one. There's the spinner. Okay, now that should be the second one. There's that.
I'm working on a new lock.
There's a third one. Shit.
Let's see if I can get the tips.
Okay, there's not that one.
I want to try to do a Protect.
Ooh.
And just to show, there's the original ejector pin. And there is the picking tip. See if it'll focus. So we'll see. I've just got the tip made last night, so now I gotta make the tensioner.
What is that? No.
Very cool.
2 more.
We'll see if it works. It fits on the disc. It's just not fitting around the disc controller real well right now. So. Alright, Mr. Inferno, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out for a bit. That's what it is. It's like a weirdo.
Damn it. Keep falling out.
Alright. Okay. Maybe more tension. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get a different lock altogether because that's making me mad now. I'm getting super annoyed with it. I'm just gonna put it away and pretend I never saw it today. I did not see this one today.
Right. Leave that for another day.
That's the right. Alright. Well, let's hope I can figure out. Right, this one's what? This is a... I don't know which one.
What is that? Oh. Just a little...
Some kind of weird named one.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
The Chinese lock.
Oh, clockwise. I think I needed the bigger. Yeah, because that's already hitting the first disc, I think. Let's see. Right there. That's gotta come out quite a bit. Hopefully changing it. So let's see if I can just unscrew it a little bit. Perfect. Okay.
Why did I just rotate?
I think that's 0S 200. Okay. No. Yeah, I know what to do. Okay. All right. Where it out? There it is. Okay.
There we go. I got a lock open.
Congratulations.
The baby abloy.
Dang, good job. Oh, I hate these, man. Wow. I wish I could read the keys better to know, like, what the heck was going on.
I can read abloy classics and a lot of the other abloys very easily. The other ones, the worst ones I'm at reading are the anchor lasts, and they're my nemesis at this point. I miss the one that LockChuck has at the moment. But
Oh, I need to get that back to you.
I know it's not a rush. I did get, where is it? Oh, I did get this one back together, my cutaway.
Oh, nice.
I have not been able to pick it yet, and this particular cutaway doesn't help you because it doesn't show you where everything is. By the time you're there, you're gone.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'll be right back. Shut up, Britt.
All right. I think that's 2 spaces, and then and now I just flew past all them discs on accident and got lost again. And I just don't even know.
I think I got my tip set right because I'm keep slipping off.
Yeah, it's a tough one today. Today is not a day for Detainer locks.
I gotta get my pick out.
I am totally losing the battle. Oh my.
What is this? I have a set of thingies that will bust the core on LadyLocks. Is that like a puller, I guess, Brett, that you
Oh, excuse me.
just kind of screw in there and it'll like pull the core almost?
Whoops. What am I? I'm going to have to practice way more once I start doing it. I think I'm going to have to practice one detainer lock a day. Like, even if I'm like picking other stuff, I'm still going to have to pick a DD lock because they're brutal if you haven't done it in a minute. Jeez. They really put me in my place.
Oh yeah, they will.
It was like, not today. Not today. Jeez, oh man. Let me see what else here. Let me put this over here.
And turn the
That
stick.
sucks. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't.
You put it in with a spanner. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. They are unforgiving. That's what the name of it is. Unforgiving locks. That's what we should call them from now on. Now, where is... I'm losing it today. I'm losing it today. Let's see. Whoops. See, I cleaned off my desk and put everything in a safe place. You know, it's all real safe. Some good spots.
Wherever it is safe.
Yeah, it's very safe. But I just cannot find it. Alright, here is what I'm looking for. If I can get it out of here. Come on, you jerk. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe that one. And here we go. Trucker's gonna lend me his Gold Z to pick for a while because I'm waiting for mine from what is that? Where does DQ live again? Ooh, good job.
Not sure where he's. Uh-oh.
Bulgaria, was it? Maybe. Yeah,
I know he has a tough time getting stuff sent to him, right? 'Cause...
Yeah, it's it takes a while for the mail to go back and forth, you know, but I really want to give it a try. I've been really liking picking that Gold P. I picked that Gold S, but it was nothing like the Gold Z would have been. You know, the Gold Z was really crazy. Then I lent it to Picksmith, and he was like, "Forget this stupid thing," and he sent it back to me, and then
Really?
DQ wanted it, and he picked it. He was able to pick it. But DQ can pick just about everything.
I've seen him. He had that whole box of somebody sent him, and he just got through with it today or something.
Yeah, he goes through them very quickly. He had like every lock I picked him was picked in like a day, 2 days. He was like, done. Like, man, that would get boring, I would imagine, being able to pick all that, you know, very quickly like that.
Guess I could try this. Thieves Plus. I still have a pick set up for it. No, I do not.
Yeah, I'd love to see that thing get picked. All right, let's see. Now I need to find a pick to pick with. Okay. I think I like this one, maybe. Or this one, maybe. Let's try this one. I'm just talking to myself like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, why not? Great conversations. Well,
Long as
not
I'll
using
start
that.
answering myself, but I think I was answering myself. So that's not good either. Goodness.
Not using that pick. I broke the tip.
I will just pick a regular lock on DD hour.
Must be Slinky's time.
Yeah, Slinky probably does not care what he has going on. Like
No.
cats usually don't.
She's
They're like, excuse
actually
me.
sleeping right now, but right before this, I had to make her some chicken because she was tired of the grass-fed hamburger beef. So I had to make her chicken, and she got her chicken. Now she's sleeping. So always good.
I get a kick out of Ronnie Kane's cat.
Oh my god,
That is the most funniest thing ever.
that is amazing.
It never fails. That cat is like, I said, you're done.
Right, you're done. It's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I think it's funny when you're doing something and Slinky gets and sits right on it. He's like, I said no.
Right.
So I've got to go fix this pick. I'll be right back because this one's
Alright.
dragging, and I just broke my other pick. So
Oh, dang.
So let me go modify this one where I can use it. I'll be right back.
See, now had that been me, I'd have been like, well, and it's over because I LockChuck just fixes another pickup, moves along. Yeah, you definitely have to do it every day, I think, or you're just not getting it ever. Because you lose
do.
the touch.
Yeah, I do because I forget the setups
Right.
and the offsets and all that stuff.
Yeah, and each one's different. You know, you got to keep
one's a
messing with
little-
it. And,
Yes. And oftentimes I'll forget, and then I'll have to go back and look at my own video and say, now, how the hell did I do that? Well, which one did
Right.
I use and what was the setup? And then,
yeah, thank God you got them all on video too, like that, because you can do that, you know. And you're
Yeah.
good about explaining that on your videos, like what you have going on, and like you said, what's the setup and things, you know.
it's very helpful for me.
Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, because I picked through all of them, and I was, you know, kind of like, all right, next we'll try the rear tensioning next, and then I don't know, I just took a while, and then I was like, oh, you know, I like picking pin tumblers, so I just kept picking those, waiting. Then I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one out again. Then I didn't, so I should have, you know, I should have been doing it over and over again, at least
Yeah.
once, a couple times a week at the very least, you know, because I didn't have any really tough locks that I had to do too much with it, but some of them were like, you know, you gotta change the depth of the tensioner and things like that, and you know, I would be forgetting it, and it's just not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, and the other really cool thing is it's like you watch yourself pick it, and you basically practiced a little bit, you do your video, you pick it, you're looking good, and you look at that yourself and you go, oh, okay, I can do this. Like self-encouragement.
Right. Yeah, I did it before. I could do it again.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I should have did, was catch a bunch of them on video, explain a little bit what I was doing, even if nothing else but for myself later. I'll have to remember that when I finally do sit down. And yeah, Brett Suck says it saves time wondering what tools he used and which methods.
Yeah, that's very cool to be able to go back and do that.
Indeed, a smart idea. Even Dimple Locks, it's the same thing. You kind of got to pick a couple of them here and there to keep up with keeping your touch on them.
Yeah, I totally suck on those. I picked maybe like 3 or 4, and they've been very easy.
Yeah. I think you'd have fun if you got the flag right for a multi-lock, is it? Yeah, because I think they're fun, but you got to make sure you got the right sized flag, not to hit the outer pins when you're trying to pick the inner pins and all that nonsense.
Right, and when to go for it.
Mm-hmm. But it's a fun. That was one of the funnest ones I ever picked, I think. Just totally out of all the locks I've picked, that one was a lot of fun, and I'm really liking this. The Gold P also is a lot of fun, just because it can be tricky, and I think you'd like this one, Chris. Did you ever pick the Gold P?
I did not. I have
Oh,
not.
I might have to send you mine so you could try it.
I
think you'd enjoy
I will
it.
Look, I think I may have one.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
But you can send some skill my way on that.
It's not so bad. It just can be a little bit of a jerk sometimes. That's all. But it's not really that bad. As bad as people think it is. And I never had to really float pick mine or do anything crazy like that. It's just well, I mean, I guess technically you don't really float pick it because you don't have to control the tension. You just have to let off a little bit if you need to do that. But, you don't really have to do any of that craziness. You just kind of pick it through. And
Chuck's back in action.
Yeah.
dang, that was quick.
Still not perfect, but it's hopefully good enough to pick with.
Oh, what's that?
You got the hang of that. This Detainer's like super quickly and was flying through them.
It's just a different. I don't know if it's the mechanics of it that just kind of click with me.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. We'll have to just continue to practice, and I'll start back at the beginning and just practice up till I get to where I was at before. Just start on over. But if I did it before, I can do it again, so I'm not worried about that.
Just gotta refresh on your skills.
Yeah, for sure. Stay away from the stupid FMJ shutter lock or whatever that's called. Staying away from that one for a while. I don't know what in the world is up with that, feeling like that in the back. That was wild. Unless, like I said, I must have turned it not knowing I was turning it, because I could not feel it spin at all. Like at all. It felt like I didn't even have any tension on, so that was kind of wild. But I think if I start from the other end and go that way, it'll be a little bit easier, because as I kept moving up, I would feel them more and more.
Mhm.
So it was like, kind of like you said, it was, you had to stay and go from one end to the other pretty much. So I think I had to start from the other end, but I think that's what I did. Was I was turning it the entire way, and it was feeling like it wasn't turning. I couldn't even detect a single movement in there. It was wild.
Like no binding whatsoever.
Yeah, it was very weird. I just it felt like I tried it clockwise and it was stuck, and then I'd turn it counterclockwise and it was stuck. But I think I was literally spinning it the entire way, both ways, and not even realizing. Crazy. Because usually you can feel it like at least dragging a little bit or slowing down a little bit. It was nothing. We were talking about how what belt lock some of them locks, your disc detainer locks you're picking are, Chris, and I think that one of them we said was red or something. So you got a red belt lock picked out of those, I think.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
that is kind of cool. Whoops, fell out.
You went from being like, this is horrible, and taking a year, like you said, it took a year to learn it was terrible, to picking red belt ones. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I was, I can't remember who was posting what, but they mentioned that, and I kind of went and I looked and I went, oh, son of a gun. How about that?
That's crazy, especially on disc detainer locks. Because I feel like even in the green belt ones are hard. So a red belt one's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a weird discipline. I mean, some people click with it and some people don't. And it's one of those things you really, at least for me, I really had to stick with it forever to get anywhere with it. And then I got sort of energized behind it. So,
yeah.
But a lot of people, they just say, nah, not fun. And they're not fun. I mean, when you continually not pick something, it's not fun.
Mhm.
Like my friend that I'm teaching at the casting pond, when I meet up with him, he says, no, I think that would just piss me off. And I said, you're probably right. I'd let him try mine a couple of times, and he says, no, this I don't think this is my thing. And I said, okay, that's cool. Save yourself a lot of money in locks and tools.
Exactly. Yeah. Starting out can get quite expensive.
Dang.
And I feel like especially when you like to make your own tools and things like that, that's part of the fun of it,
Yeah. And you have to kind of want to do some grinding and get your ejector pins and mess about. And I forget how I picked this thing.
Which one's that, Chris?
It's a Unity.
Oh,
That's just a stock one. But maybe I didn't use this combination.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I am not picking anything today. My goodness. My goodness.
Let's see what Chuck is looking like.
Not very good.
No?
No, Kevlar 509, I did not. I didn't get any open at all, but I only tried a couple. I have to start over from the beginning and work my way back up. 'Cause I haven't picked any in probably like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll rust right up.
Yeah.
You better swish some WD-40 in your mouth for a while. clean out the rust.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I gotta start over and just, go through a whole annoying process until I get it open again, and then work my way up.
Yeah.
I was doing pretty good.
Yeah, you were. You'd gone through all those locks and.
I'll just have to keep it up. Keep it up. I'll have to maybe I'll do picking time will be disc detainer locks. At least for like 2 hours of it. That way I make myself do it once a week at least.
Yeah.
Brett Tucks is laughing at me. I gave up on that.
Brett says you are meant to be picking disc detainer locks, LadyLocks.
Put the dirty pin tumbler down. Put the dirty pin tumbler down, B. I know what he's trying to say. I came to pick the dirty pin tumbler right now. I suck at picking today. I suck at life today.
Yeah, it's just a temporary slump is all. I go in and out of them all the time.
It's crazy how that happens too.
It is.
Somebody else was like saying they were having a slump and didn't understand it. I'm thinking, oh boy, that's the first of many. I had one for like every other day for like 4 weeks one time. It was horrible. It was horrible. I just, every few days I would just not be able to open anything, not even my comfort locks. Like, it was terrible. And it went on for weeks. And I was like, well, hey, maybe I just ain't meant to be picking locks now, I guess. And then all of a sudden it just went away and I was fine. But that was probably the worst one. Happens way too often, or you get into a slump though.
Yeah. I'm just the opposite. Like, I try to go back and pick a disc detainer, or not a pin tumbler, and it's like,
I want to start learning how to do bypassing stuff, because I think that's pretty cool too. I think all of it's pretty cool.
oh yeah.
I want to do lever locks. I got so much stuff I want to do.
I know. I mean, and I don't want to. As much as I love disc detainers, I want to do other stuff, but I don't want to leave it because I feel like I'll lose some of my feeling for it until I get them all that I want picked.
Right.
But I've got so many I want to get picked. It's almost unrealistic, but eventually.
I didn't realize there was that many of them, because you've already picked a whole bunch, and you're saying you got a whole bunch more still. It's like, there's a lot.
So what have I got? I've got the exec pick, classic profile, the century pick. There's like the Novell, the and I did the disc. I did do the disc lock, but I haven't done the disc lock pro.
Oh, what's the difference between the disc lock and disc lock pro? Just the inside, like the space inside?
It's the disc lock pro, I believe, has the disc steering system in it. I think both of them do, but let me see. Gosh,
Mm.
I have to look at a book to tell you the difference. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because I'm like, it's got to be something that that makes it really hard. I bet.
Well, and then some of it is when Abloy runs out of a patent, they make one change and then to get it to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, Kevlar. You'll be joining us and soon in the frustrations. That was probably one of the most frustrating things I ever learned in picking was the disc detainers. And it didn't take me that long, but it was so frustrating. Like, it didn't take me that long to get that one open. I think we started that day on our disc detainer 101, and I did have it open by the next day. But that whole time I tried was like more annoying than any lock I ever picked before that. So the annoyance level is super high for this.
Yeah.
So if you like being like annoyed by not getting things open, you will love disc detainer locks.
And the bad part is most people can't afford to go out and buy a silver bullet with all the tips.
Right. Yeah, so you're kind of at a disadvantage. Not a disadvantage, but a bit of a disadvantage because the best picks out there definitely will give you good feedback and make it a lot easier. But again, you don't want to spend that either when you're just starting out, because what if you hate it, and then you're stuck with this. I mean, I'm sure you could probably sell it, but not for what you paid for it, because no one ever wants to buy something that's already been used for that much, and even if you only used it once or twice, people are like, so you still got to give someone a discount for it, and you don't want to sell it. But it's so expensive if you just buy it right away. It's like very expensive.
And they don't just sell the tips. So.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you'd think that someone out there would make them all the different tips that you could just go buy them.
Not at this point, unfortunately. But
there's just not enough people do it. Not enough people pick them. And the locksmiths don't probably see all these locks around here anyways,
No.
So, it's kind of a lost cause to try to make them and sell them, I bet, because they just don't sell. Not LockChuck would be the only one buying them, and then he'd probably modify them anyway just to make them how he liked it, and then you'd probably buy them too, Chris, but you'd probably do the same thing, modify them up a little bit, and then
it's a jump to start making your own DD tools.
But yeah, I wouldn't have any picked if it wasn't for LockChuck being kind enough to make me a couple of picks and pick tips and things like that, because I just don't know that I could make. I don't know if I could do it because I'm not very good at doing that stuff. I mean, I might be able to, but I'd probably go through like 20 of them first. I'm a slow starter there when it comes to that stuff. I'd eventually get the hang of it, but it would be a long time. I'd have like 82 that didn't quite work first, and it would get so annoying.
I mean, halfway in this lock. That's why you have a box like this.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you have to have that backup stock to mess with these things on a large scale.
Oh, that's just the screw ups.
Rejects.
Yeah, mine would be way worse.
And there's probably more than that. That's just the ones I've saved. Like, maybe I can do something with that later.
Right. Maybe I can turn that one around a little bit.
Oh man. Yeah, it is a lot of fun though once you get one open. I could not believe when I got that open that day. I was like, I thought I never would. I thought I was like, there's no way it's going to be a while. And then finally I started thinking, because I thought I was falling off the discs, is what I thought was happening. But I was actually setting the discs. So every time I felt like I fell off one, I just left it go and moved on. And then all of a sudden I was opening them up real easy. I was like, oh, look at that.
It's happening.
But I never would, if I wouldn't have decided to just let that go and just, I thought maybe it is setting. I don't know. If I never would have thought that, I would still be sitting there with that first lock. That's just what it felt like to me. Like I would be turning it and then it would just kind of, I'm like, it's slipping off the disc so much. Oh my gosh. And I just kept trying again and again. And meanwhile, that was right. And I didn't realize it. But yeah, I feel like if you start with, I see why you start with those cheaper ones too, because they, even though they're kind of grainy and yucky, that's pretty good feedback. It's telling you,
Yeah.
Brett says he's starting to make anchor loss abloy tips, and then he stopped. I'm about to start again, but he can't talk about it.
That's right.
He's mute on that subject.
Mum is the word.
Yeah.
It's so shocking Brett Sucks won't talk about something.
I'm totally shocked. Wow, 5 or a 6? A 6. Those are 3s. Oh, no, but they're 4s.
Terrible luck today.
4, 4. What's the next one? Come on, get out of there. 4, 4, 2.
And the crappy thing too is then you make them and they wear down. They wear out anyway. So you still have to make some more.
or you can break them, which is...
Yeah, like I just did to that one. I broke that one, and that one is super solar. So.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's not fun having to redo it all your work. All right, let's see. Yeah, and then on top of that, there's not a lot of just detainer pickers, period, out there, as much as, you see pin tumblers. But you might run into a lot more people that do detainer picking, LockChuck, do you? Because you're on all the Discords and all that.
Yeah, there's this own Discord channel.
Yeah.
So, Chris Picks is real big into it, and
yeah, for sure. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's. I don't think who else. So I think a lot of people are getting into it, like Skipper. He's still working at it, but he sells a lot of detainers.
Yeah, the cutaways that Digby Lock and Tool, I believe, makes his cutaways. I think.
I think so too. And he's got acrylic cores, so you can actually see into them. Yeah,
and they react like a real, not like some cutaways that don't react, because the acrylic core it retains everything quite well. So it will pick like a whole lock, not a cutaway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because cutaways definitely don't pick like anything else.
No. I mean, they're good, like you said, for trying to, especially for tool testing and learning
Oh, definitely.
how to navigate. I mean, they're great. They're just, you can't count them as a regular lock either.
I never realized that until recently, because I didn't really use a lot of cutaways to try to pick with. You know, I think that the most I used a cutaway was I used one for the U9, but it really didn't do much anyways. And because, you know, those things are so wild, you even seeing inside of them, you just have no idea what the hell's going on.
It's still, yeah.
So, you know, it didn't really do much anyway. So, and that's the most I ever used one. So I didn't realize how different they were. And then I think, what was it? Oh, I got a Lockwood cutaway, that one that I gave away. And I tried to pick it a couple of times. I thought I'd put it on do a video to show what it looks like when you're picking those and the feedback and stuff. And that thing is just nearly impossible to pick. I would love to see if Para gets that open someday.
Which lock was that? Sorry.
The Lockwood 334B45.
Oh.
Yeah, it was gorgeous, but I mean, maybe I could have repinned it, you know, because how it was pinned, they were all very high lift, and it was a lot in that cutaway too, because even seeing in there, I couldn't get it to open.
Really?
It was rough.
So yeah, that's kind of probably due to the cutaway business. Because there's some cutaways that I have that they just really don't react as well as a whole lock.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, I got this down. I can pick these all day long. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. And really it's that not being whole, not being supported, which makes it a lot tougher.
Yeah, and you just, when you see them, at least for me, I automatically think it's probably going to be easier because it's a cutaway. Sometimes it's not.
No, a lot of times it's not. That's not, doesn't end up being the case.
Right. Totally crazy with them. Brett and Terry B, they're cracking me up over in the chat.
What are they saying?
Brett says
He
he once had a very nice abla. He sold it twice. I can't wait to hear. Like, I wonder when Kevlar 509 is going to get his order in. He's awaiting both items.
Oh, he's waiting for. He won the cutaway from Ken from Kraken.
Oh, okay.
So he ordered a Sparrow's lock pick, their Detainer lock pick, and he's waiting for both. So and he's jazzed. He's like totally excited, and it should be cool.
You should get one of those Unity locks. Isn't that the one you said to do first, LockChuck? Or Chris? One of them ones or something?
What's the one you recommend? The Kawa?
Or the Zarker or something, huh?
Yeah, Zarkers
are good. Unities are okay. What else? Really, the cheap Chinese ones, they're okay, but you know what? They break. You pick on them too much. There's the front disc will just separate.
Wow.
It's like so brash, meaning brittle, that they just, yeah, and you can still pick them. You just have to make sure it's when you turn it, it's not cattywampus.
Right.
But it's like, ooh, what happened in there? And they break.
So Kevlar, I believe the alloy that he's sending you is a Cento.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one.
That is a black belt Detainer lock.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize that either.
So
start with some easy.
Yeah, I don't. Not saying you can't do it, but that is.
Yeah, it might be very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck.
But yeah, I would totally get a go on Amazon and get a couple of easier ones just to start out with to get the hang of it with.
Which the Cento, if I'm not mistaken, is not a crazy tip to make. I think I've already picked that one, so it's not too bad. But you may want to, if you do want to pick that one, get you some ejector pins coming. You'll have to make some. I think.
Oh yeah, you'll have to make a pick tip for that. That's right.
Arm yourself.
Because the sparrows won't fit in there.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can't remember if it was the Cento or the Exec that the human.
I can't remember either. I always have to look at the video or go to.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember looking at the key and it was black. And if it is an Exec, you will not pick it with a.
Not with the sparrows, yeah.
And honestly, you can go on Chris's channel on Kevlar 509 and find all kind of Detainer lock videos and really good instructions on them and all kind of tips. Like, I learned so much off of Chris's channel before I even did Detainer picking. I knew a lot of stuff just from watching him always picking on his. So if you just go look through his videos, it'll be very like instructive on like a lot of different things, especially with if you get that like the Zarker or one of those cheaper locks to start with, Yeah, because they're just tough. They're just tough to get the hang of, and But yeah, you probably will have to make a pick tip for the cutaway even to
even get to tension and turn and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and nowhere really. I don't know. Does Rob or does RWB sell tips for that lock? Does anybody know?
He sells tip supplies. It comes with I believe 2 tips that are made. One of them is this dedicated anchor loss tip.
Okay.
This one, which has sorry about the crappy lighting. I can't see it. Maybe you guys can, but it has the relieved edge. He has that one, and then he has the stock one, which you can pick ABUS pluses with, and you can try and pick ABUS pluses with them. And then he has supplies to make the rest of them. And the supplies would be big ejector pin for making a big ejector pin and a smaller ejector pin that you're going to need. So
so it's pretty much you're going to have to make your own, because I don't think anybody, that's the problem with the Detainer picking. We were saying you got to make your own stuff pretty much. You can luck out and find some things, and the pick tip that comes on the Sparrows one will probably work for all that, like the Unity and the Zarker and stuff like that. So you won't have to really worry about that. You might have to, I think it works on those right off the bat, but if anything, you might have to file something just a small amount
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of work to get all that
So
together to
when
pick something. It's like a whole chore. Like one lock is one dedicated pick tip, and you know you have to have your
And
tension in the
painting and
right
all. Yeah.
spot and all kind of stuff. It's so annoying.
so looking at Kraken's video, it looks like a Cento. And let's see.
Ooh,
That
Lord.
there's one tip that's been successful with that, and there's the other.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But if you go to the LPU belt thing, just go to any disc detainer, and it has a link to this disc detainer picker's guide. This is great information. Shows you other people's tips and what's been successful and everything. So yeah, check this out on the LPU belt Explorer.
Oh, I didn't realize they had that for each disc detainer lock. That's pretty sweet.
Well, this one covers majority of them. I mean, it's not every
Well,
one.
I mean, I didn't realize that a link to it for when you typed in a disc
Oh.
detainer lock. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you go there, and then if you want even more details, if you'll go to the tools website, it's not it's tool.nl. Is that Netherlands?
Oh,
And
yeah.
go to their
You're right.
Go to their publication. There's a guy named Han Fei that wrote it's like 4 different articles on nothing but alloys, and it's great.
Ooh.
Tells you about all the cuts, the dimensions, and it's a great if you're really getting into disc detainers and alloys. So.
Yeah, I feel like it's a whole discipline kind
Oh,
of.
wait a minute. Is that a pin tumbler?
Me? Yeah. Yep. That's why Brett Sucks was yelling at me earlier.
I just noticed that.
I just straight gave up. I was like,
Oh,
okay, I
man.
can't do it.
All right. Well, if
I
that's
can't even
the
get that
case-
open, so that makes me feel better. It wasn't just the disc detainers. I might actually have some luck on those later if I try again. I don't have any skill at the moment, so I don't know what happened here, but it drained out of me before I got on the live because I can't even pick a regular lock either.
Oh. Well,
I've been
if
testing
that's
it
the
to
case-
see if that's true, but it seems it's the case because I can't get anything open.
Well, if that's the case, we can call it a day then. What do you think?
All right, yeah, I'm having no luck today. It's just one of those days, I'll tell you. And I was fine yesterday. I picked all kind of stuff yesterday. I mean, I was on fire, and then today comes, and I was like, "This is the first time I've sat down to pick today," because I was like saving it up for this time we were going to be on live. I'm like, "Oh, this will be fun. I'll just only do disc detainers today, and it'll be so much fun." And then I couldn't do it. I'm like, "Well, I gotta see if it's me or if it's just the disc detainers." And yeah, it's me. It's totally me.
Well, you can blame it on me. I sent you those locks or those tip handles, and they weren't working out and really confusing you, and just made you lose your mojo.
Totally messed up her mojo, man.
I know. So,
Oh, what am I gonna do? It'll come back to me. That's the only part that I don't mind. Sometimes if you do go into a big slump, then when you get out of it, you're way better at picking than when you started.
the
So,
doldrums.
yeah. I don't mind that. It gives me comfort to know that, hey, maybe I'll even be better when I get out of this slump. But I haven't had a bad one like this in a while. I can't pick a single thing today. It just all skill has left the building.
That was like earlier. I was still picking on that 6K of mine. I got yours, and I was like, I just want to know what I'm doing wrong. And I picked, and I finally said, okay, I think I realized what I was doing. and I had just the 3 sidebar pins in, side pins.
Yeah.
And I realized what I had done, and I went and corrected myself, and it popped open and it turned. I put everything down. I put it to the side. I said, I'm ending on that note, and I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That is great. What was your issue, LockChuck?
When I am holding the flag, which I don't have the keyway here, but when it's in the keyway, I'm actually lifting with the shaft. I'm lifting all the pins in front of it. So what I'm having to do is keep this tucked back in the side of the keyway as far and just turn and not try to lift with it. Because what I'm doing is the first one is a no lift, and I'm oversetting it every
single
lifting.
time.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, it's very tricky on those ones, and you think like you think that it's a lot, or you think that it's a tiny amount that you're pushing up on them too. You're like, no, it's the smallest amount, but it's like you got to do like half that. Even the smallest amount you think of, you're like, wait, and then you can go half that much. It's terrible. Those are super tricky. But once you got the hang of it, you'll be able to fly through it now, probably.
Yeah, and well, I didn't have any other pins in it, but I was just concentrating on learning the side pins.
Squiggle Dork gave me a good tip on those, and he said if you're trying to see if one's actually set, as opposed to binding, but usually you can tell when they're binding really well because they literally don't move. Like, it's pretty blatant that they're binding. But if you want to make sure it's actually set after you've started moving through the gates, you don't know if it's like in a false gate or a true gate. If it's in the true gate, when you push, you turn your pick till it reaches, not until you click it, but until it reaches that next gate, and then you let go of your pick a little bit. If it turns back by itself, pushed by itself, then it is in the true gate. If it doesn't turn back, it is in a false gate.
Interesting.
Oh, because there's enough pushback on the side pin to push your tip down.
Yeah, it'll push it just a small amount. I mean, you don't want to really literally let the whole thing go, but you can actually let go of it, and you'll see it'll just turn right. You'll kind of feel it turn it back, and then if you go to one that's in a false gate and you push it, it won't turn it back. It'll just kind of sit there,
Cool.
Yeah. The tricky part is turning it enough so you don't push it through the next gate. You just have to turn it enough so it hits that gate, not so you push it through the gate,
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. I didn't realize it, and it was like the biggest help to me when he told me that. I was like, wow.
Cool info. I'm running out of power for both my phones, so.
All right, guys. This was fun. I'm going to work on my disc detainers the next little bit, and I promise to brush up, and we can meet again, fellas, and I will be on fire next time, and I'll have all my mojo and everything. You watch.
Sounds great.
Very cool. All right, everybody have a good rest of the day. Oh, Slinky's out. Well, she obviously knows I'm off.
Oh, yeah. She's my time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Later.